All right, we're finally here. Sorry for the fucking delay. Everybody that is tuning in or it's going to be tuning in, thank you so much for joining us here on the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. Joining me is one of my co-hosts, Cairo, aka Cairo Loves You, and Eddie. I do not know where he's at. You know what? Eddie is when we were talking with B-Roll earlier, what did I say? I said it's like having it's like being friends with like a gorilla. That's like Beast kind of. You know what I mean? He's just unpredictable.
Yeah, you never know.
You don't really know. You don't know if he's gonna bust that fucking that last 3 minute shot and is gonna go inside and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he did not make it here today. But whatever, we're here and we got some shit to talk about. So
I told you.
And the super chat is back. What did you say? Okay, say what you said. I told you so.
Eddie is not gonna come down, bro. He's a wild animal. He doesn't have no schedule. He's not fucking here to please you. He's here to do what side dick Eddie wants to do, and he's side dicking right now. So fucking you can't.
But see,
you can't get mad that he's side dicking.
But see, here's the thing, bro. Like I treat him like Phil Jackson treated. Boom the mic out the way when you cough. Just push it forward. What is it? What is it? I treat.
Come for the guy who coughs into the mic every fucking Monday through Friday.
First of all,
coughing into the mic Monday through Friday.
Dude, I have mic etiquette. I bust this move right here, bro.
That doesn't even do anything, you know. Like I watch the show and I know for a fact it doesn't do anything. You might as well just cough directly into the mic.
It helps me sleep at night, bro. So, anyways, back to how Eddie, being the biggest Bull fan that he is, I treat him like Phil Jackson treated Dennis Rodman. You know what I mean? He should have been off the team. He should have been kicked out. He should have been fined. But, you know, Phil Jackson was like, nah.
Yeah, no, he had to let him be.
Yeah, he's like, I got to let Dennis Rodman show up after not going to practice for like fucking a couple of days. You know what I mean? Or weeks. Because he's still going to perform. And that's Eddie.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I have no problem with that.
Not me neither.
I really don't, because I don't mind holding it down. I know you don't mind holding it. I've held this shit down by myself, dog.
And plus now I'm not the worst one now. I only have one on my record, so I'm good. And I was partying. I was trying to be like Eddie.
I turned it to
you got to be a special breed to be able to hang with Eddie.
Yeah, I can't, bro. Like I'm only 30, and like there's days where I feel like burnt out. But
that's cute. You know, there's days where I've had Eddie hang with me, and he was just like, "Yo, what the fuck is up with this dude?"
Because you introduced
like Ross, dude, like, "Yo, he's bringing me a place where you can do drugs in the open. You can fucking do whatever you want." He's like, the only thing they get mad at is.
Well,
all right, check this out. One time I brought Eddie to a fucking oh shit, I got a camera. I brought Eddie to a fucking after hours one time.
Is that the one where you fell asleep?
Yeah, I fell asleep and the fucking security was like, "Yo, what the fuck is up with this dude? Like, you got to get the fuck out of here, sir." And Eddie and Will and those guys were like, "No, he's our designated driver," and that type of bullshit. And I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm just taking a nap." And we got kicked out of after hours because of me, because I was just like, I don't even do drugs, you know? I just smoke weed and sleep. I mean, I drink wine and shit. Shout out to the wine, but Eddie, you know, like I would bring those guys out like all the time to fucking like the nastiest after hours where you're just like, you know, there's people smoking crack and you know, just sniffing powders and pills and smoking all God knows what, you know.
See, I never understood why you always like kicking it at those after hours like that.
It's just fun, you know. It gives you a thrill. I mean, it's like I always feel comfortable falling asleep at like certain ones. Where it's like they're all like plurish, like they're like, "Oh yeah, everybody." You know,
I mean, it makes me propose the question, you know, like, and people feel free in the chat room. By the way, if you want to ask a question in the chat room, you can hit that super chat, and we'll answer it, you know, to our best. But it makes me propose the question, like, how good are you on falling asleep in public places? Like me personally, like, well, first, like, I cannot fall asleep in a public place. Like, if I'm out in the open, like, number one, I already know the way I roll. I fucking I filter people that, you know, in and out, and then I like to mess around with my friends.
Yeah.
So I can't do that. It becomes a matter of security for me.
When you're with friends, it makes it a lot easier. Like you're just like, okay, I'm gonna, you know what, these motherfuckers are here. I'm gonna fall asleep. That's it. Like I get this couch to myself unless security steps in and says some bullshit.
But how do you know that these fools are gonna be right there? Be like, hey, let's take care of Raz, dude. That little fool fell asleep like he's a baby.
Well, you know what? I've fallen asleep by myself in situations. I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. Like these people, I can kind of read the room. It's kind of like reading the room. It's like, all right, who's gonna have a problem with me here? There's been some times where I couldn't read the room. Like one time I went to one of Nancy's gigs at that spot that you did stand up at. The pizza place. The Love Song bar. Yo, I fell asleep at the Love Song bar, and like, I literally like this was after driving a fucking like 6-hour drive with C minus and Moses, and we came from Oakland. I was fucking tired, and I just got to Love Song bar. I had a beer in my hand, and I fell asleep in my chair, and the security guard grabbed the beer out of my hand. I woke up. I was like, yo, where's my beer at? And I was like, I wake up and he's like, yo, you gotta get the fuck out of here, man. You can't be sleeping in this bitch. I was like, what the fuck?
I think it becomes a liability because they don't know
if I'm dead or like.
if you're gonna OD. What about, can you fall asleep in public?
Dude, there's only 2 places I can fall asleep in public. One is the airport. If I have a long layover, I don't even need somewhere comfortable to fall asleep. But it's usually I'm like, exhausted at that point.
Yeah.
And a hotel lobby. I've fallen asleep in a hotel lobby where it's super uncomfortable, but it's just you got to pass out anyway. So
yeah, I really can't follow through with that. It makes me. I mean, and
you have to sometimes at an airport.
Yeah. I mean, at an airport, at least I understand because motherfuckers, you know what I mean? They got people. They're watching everybody in an airport.
Yeah.
You ain't getting away with nothing. You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
Yeah, at the airport, dog. Like, there's no.
What do you mean? I've fucking smoked vape pens in the airport,
That's
drank, got
amateur.
fucked
They
up.
don't give a fuck about that shit.
I mean, what are
dude.
they really looking at for? I mean, I've brought like slabs with me, like all that bullshit.
Have you ever
Like-
like mess with somebody while they're asleep at the airport?
Yeah, like
I've taken photos of people at the airport.
See, that's the shit that will fucking probably get you in trouble.
Oh,
like,
for
shit.
real?
Yeah, bro, because you got to remember, they're looking for, like, suspicious shit. Like, motherfuckers that are, like, around bags that ain't there.
Yeah, they're always freaking out. They're like, don't leave your fucking bag by itself because we're going to think that there's something in there. And I'm like, damn, like, I just really don't want to carry my bag around. I've been holding it for like 10 hours already, you know?
Yep. I also wanted to point out to everybody in the chat room, I mean, number one, hit that share button so you could go ahead and join this chat. But I was like, Be Real fucking blessed us with like a big bag of giveaway stuff. So we got like giveaways for like 3 months.
No joke. We got like seriously boxes on boxes that we have to get rid of the stuff too. So
yeah. So anybody who donates in the super chat to ask a question or does all that stuff, I was like, top 3 is be first, second, and third place are getting care packages. Just hit me up on the Instagram at Ezone the Firm.
there's like brand new shirts, sweaters, hats.
Like, there's a lot of shit, bro. Like,
yeah, there's so much stuff there, dude.
That's like Be Real inventory, dog.
Yeah, big shout out to Be Real, man.
Yeah, you know, I don't see him as the type of dude who gets attached to like materialistic things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that that you level up to a certain point where it's like, you know what? Fuck this pool table. You know what I mean? Like, nothing like what do you think that happens to a point where, like, John? Do you think?
I mean, like, you know, well, you look at a motherfucker like Elon Musk. You know, he's rich as fuck, and he's at the point already where he's willing to. I remember like a few months ago, he's like, "Yo, I don't want any material possessions. Like, I just want me and my family, and we're just gonna live like naturally, and like live off the land or live off solar power or some shit like that. You know, like." And when you get to a certain level and you get to a certain age in life, you just stop giving a fuck about stuff like that because it really doesn't matter. Like, you can't take that shit with you when you die. Like, what can you take with you when you die?
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, what can you exactly take with you when you die? And like, there's only a few things. You know,
can't take the Tesla.
you can't take the Tesla. The only thing you can really take is maybe like memories and love, and that's about it.
Yeah, I was telling the
And
other
hate.
homie, like, nobody asks how much you go out with. Like, nobody ever, like, I never hear that as a topic of discussion. At least, like, it's not a public one where it's like somebody, like, a major figure passes away. We don't even really discuss, like, yo, how much did they have?
Well-
like, how much money did they have? Like, there's never really the
I mean,
value.
maybe not in public. I think
That's what I'm saying. It's not one of those things that matter, though. Like, it's like,
Well, it
You're only
depends.
gonna-
Like, if
you're
they're
gonna discuss
if they're leaving a bunch of shit for a bunch of people, that's a different story. Like, yo, if you're worth like $1 billion and you leave like, you know, 100 million for each of your kids or some crazy shit like that, like that's a little different. But you know, most people don't have anything to leave when they die. You know, it's like, oh, what you got like. What, $100,000? Like, that's nothing. Like, fucking nothing. Like, most people don't have shit in the.
Remember these ass whooping grandma gave you, dog. I ain't giving you nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right at that point. You know, because you kind of have it. You kind of had it all. Like, it's like,
yeah, you already done it. And it's really, you're going to talk about somebody's legacy. You're not going to talk about their account.
That's very true. I mean, it's also kind of cool because we're that generation that, like, we get to meet Be Real in a fucking phase in this life where, like, he's not
where he's settled down.
Yeah.
He's got a wife and kid, and he's got like fucking he's just chilling. He ain't spent. Be Real is one of the only fucking rappers I know that isn't like spending money like a motherfucker. Like all these rappers you see nowadays, they just spend money like all the fucking time, dude. Like Sendog said it. He was like, "Yo, save your money. That's it. Save your money, cause like later in life, you're gonna fucking have kids. Like if you're human, you're gonna have fucking kids. If you're not an asshole, and you're gonna have all this shit you gotta take care of. You're gonna have a lot of people that you're gonna need to take care of. So you better save your fucking money, and you're gonna have to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And if you're spending money on like dumbass shit like a fucking Bentley and all that shit,
I got my nephew's
make
first
sense.
birthday coming up at the end of the month. So I got my nephew 2 shares of Tesla stock as his first birthday gift. So my mom and my cousin are like, "Yo, this is amazing." My sister is so upset. She is so upset, dog.
Are you
She's so
serious?
tight.
What the fuck is she upset
Dog,
about?
Yeah,
she is so tight. Like she's like, he can't play with that. I'm like, yo, do you understand when he's 18?
Are you fucking serious, dog?
I'm low key upset about it, but it's like one of those things. Like,
Don't be upset. It's
everyone else in the family is praising me. Like, you know what I mean? They're like, yo, that's like that's the smartest thing you could do for him.
Let me ask you this. To your sister, what would have been a dope gift? That little fucking small version of the BMW i8?
Dog, yeah, that's almost pretty much exactly what she wanted me to get him, like something he could ride and play on.
When that little kid keeps growing up, dog, you keep taking that fool out on rides.
That's like we buy him toys every day for no reason.
Now you got to keep being influenced that little motherfucker the way it is, because like I've noticed one thing like me, like, I'm like, okay, cool. If like I have nieces and nephews like that, like I'm really thinking about, I'm like, okay, cool. At a certain age, I'm like, I would like to be like, all right, let me open up some credit under your name. You know what I mean? Like, let me start building that for you.
That's basically what I'm just starting to do.
Because being that generation that like I'm first from my family that graduated from college. You know what I mean? So like it's I didn't have none of these things, and like not that I don't plan on having kids, but I definitely do want my family to start having these things and seeing that like, hey, this isn't just a fucking movie stunt. This is real life.
Yeah, no, that's definitely what I want him to have something that many years from now is worth a lot of money. You know what I mean? And just starting that now, it's like you know what I mean. Starting that off, but it's gonna be dope. Shout out to Benji. I hope he watches this one day and he's like.
Shout out to Benji. Yeah. Hey, yo.
Do we got questions?
We got our first super chatters.
All right, let's go.
Hey, Ross, I'm going to go get some wine right now from you.
Yeah, we got the legend Towers 187. He says, what are you sipping on, Ezone? Well, let's see what you're going to be sipping on.
Well, we were sipping on this fucking craft beer. Shout out to craft beer, the strawberry cream. Cake rules everything around me. It's a imperial pastry sour with strawberries, milk, sugar, and vanilla beans. 8.5 volume. This shit is fucking dank.
That's what I started.
We're starting out with the La Boutange.
Wild Barrel Brewery with a CBK collab.
Oh man, I switched it down to the wine real quick, but yeah, as Cairo was explaining to you guys.
You mean switched it up? That shit's like fucking like 13% alcohol right there, son.
That's like pretty much like having a stout, but
you better be careful.
To answer that question from me. I started off with this strawberry cream sour beer that it's a collab by Craft Beer Kings. It was a limited time release. It's like vanilla and it's like vanilla creams. My fresas con crema, but I imagine in a beer. That's a perfect thing to mix and switch and make that transition into wine. And what are we drinking in the wine section? Because this is a wine study right now.
The wine we are drinking is La Boutange. This is a French import. It's a rosé, and it is imported by Selection Masale, based out of San Leandro, California. So
this tastes lovely, by the way.
Speaking of, yeah, very, very fucking awesome. That's why I brought it today.
It tastes It tastes.
This is normally shit I don't share with anybody. Like this is like shit reserved for me because there's only so many bottles in Los Angeles of any of this wine that I get. Like there's only like a dozen maybe, if even less. So like I pick that shit up and I fucking hide it to myself, But I'll share it with you.
Yeah, it tastes. Thank you for sharing it. It almost tastes what I imagine if I grabbed a bunch of roses and just made tea out of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's what it tastes like. So cheers and
Cheers.
Yeah, and thank you for your question. So you're definitely on the super chatter list. We got another one I saw.
Well, he says, when do you want the next? Where do you want the next High and Hungry to be?
Damn, that's kind of hard. Honestly, like if I had to go far-fetched, I would like to hit like man. What did you say?
They say Fogo de Chao.
Something like that, like a Fogo or a Nobu. Like I want to get on that level.
You know where I want the next High and Hungry to fucking be?
Where?
Okay, this is where Skinny Paulo wants the next 3 High and Hungries to be.
Bang.
All right.
All right. This is the Skinny Paulo request, and I gotta be there for it because these are my favorite fucking restaurants. Number 1, Major Domo. They're closed right now for dining, but they fucking do have a takeout of some.
What kind of food is this?
Major Domo is like fusion, like new California, like new food, like where it's like international type stuff, like where they take, you know, they take flavors from like Korea,
Some new
cuisine, and they're really about everything. The experience is fucking insane. So you could take it out right now. They got takeout of like whole chickens and fucking ribs. Major Domo is number 1 in Los Angeles.
That sounds dank. What's number 2?
Number 2 is Squirrel. Squirl. Squirrel is like a fucking breakfast lunch spot, and they're really dank. That's all I gotta say. It's probably my favorite spot to hit. They got custom jams. They got custom bread. Then number 3 would be Wax Paper Co.
I saw the videos to that.
Wax Paper Co. is like a sandwich spot that's all healthy. Man, fuck it. You know, if I was gonna add number 4, I'd say, well, I mean, because I'm vegan, you know, I kind of excluded. I'm freegan, but burgers never say die. The greatest burger spot in Los Angeles, hands down. I will not fucking debate it. I am vegan, but that spot, I will break my vows to eat there every single fucking time. That's just what it is. That's what it. Dude, I'm vegan. Like I just started realizing, I'm like, oh, I'm vegan unless it's genuinely free or something I really love. Like burgers never say die.
Technically, you can't fucking say if you're vegan if you're recommending a burger spot and like a vegetarian spot. But
I don't give a fuck. It tastes great, and like I'll eat there every fucking 90 days, you know, either once every 90 days, just to, if I need to really taste meat and I need to eat meat, I'll eat a burgers never say die if it needs to be like a quick type shit. But if you want to get a little fancy with Wagyu, you know, that's a little different. You know, I'll fuck with Wagyu all day.
I would do the Nobu one, but it's like, would they let us film that?
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm shooting for the stars
Secretly.
at that point. I mean, secretly, you'd have to do it. It'd have to be like old school, the way we used to do it. Thank you for those suggestions. What about you? Where would you like to see?
Man, I was just listening to you just say Nobu, and I was like, man, I do want to go to Nobu. But I mean, I just had
Nobu's owned by Robert De Niro.
Is it?
He's a co-owner of Nobu.
Damn,
that is freaking.
Yep, that's how you know who you're fucking with over there.
I had Mastro's in Vegas.
Damn.
Yeah, Mastro sounds good.
It wasn't very impressive.
I mean, then recommend the spot that is, bro.
I'm just not saying. You haven't done the Benny Hibachi episode.
No, actually, this is the second time that somebody mentions it.
Shout out to the homie Ethan and my people at Benny Hibachi. I fuck with y'all tough.
So Benny Hibachi, I've seen it. There's a lot of Benny drive up like restaurants going on right now. Like the Benny. There's like Benny Yaki, there's Benny Hibachi, then there's like a few knockoffs, you know?
So what the fuck is Benny? Is Benny the style?
Benny is like, it's like Benihana. It's just fried fucking Japanese style food, you know?
Hibachi, but the people at Benny
butter
Hibachi
and soy
have been
sauce.
right there off of Fig for so long, and now they got a physical store on Olympic.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one that I'm in the works of getting there because I went on a hike with one of the homies the other day, and he's really good friends with that dude who owns it. So he's like, we're setting that up.
Yeah, no, dude, the homie Ethan and me, every time I go over there, I've been telling him. He always says he's down. You just gotta set it up.
That's gonna definitely.
But they have a physical
Fuck
store.
that. Let's just go there after the show right now, man. I'll eat Benny Hibachi.
Dog, I'm with Benny Hibachi after
I
this
ate Benny Yaki the other day.
What you gotta, okay, if you're an out-of-towner, I want to do a PSA. Can I do a PSA?
Go ahead.
If you're an out-of-towner and you're coming to LA and you're by the Staples Center and you see Benny Hibachi and you go there, there's gonna be magicians and gamblers and people trying to finesse you out of your fucking life. Please learn how to act right. Because you will also have people finessing you on the bags. People will serve that line. I'm not busting the jug up on this, but you could get some of the best weed in LA in that line, and you could also get some of the worst weed in LA in that line. Like, it's just an all around.
That's like became the trap food central right there.
Is,
like
but
for all the motherfuckers that sell shit. And the one thing that I'm like, man, how come nobody's made a Benny in the Jets truck? I would have just been like some fusion shit. I would have been switching it up.
They got the Benny Hibachi and Desto Dub collab. That's an awful lot of Benny Hibachi coming out. So shout out to Desto Dub. Have you seen? You know who Desto Dub is? That fool's hustle is so hard, bro. That fool's out the van out here busting out a
I mean,
whole
to have
brand.
your own food collab. I mean, but then again, it's like these days everybody like.
Well, not just the food collab.
Yeah.
Just I'm talking about the whole lot of awful lot of
I know,
club syrup.
I know who do this.
That's like a whole wave out here. You know what I mean? It's just like, and it's everywhere.
Are food still sipping lean?
Yeah, dude. Like, and lean is so expensive. Now,
Damn.
it's crazy.
Damn, dog. I mean, I would imagine.
Okay, how much is a bottle of lean?
Yeah, I'll tell you. I don't sip lean, but from what I know, that a line of like the good stuff with like say some red or something is like $300 and up.
$300
for a line.
For what?
That's
a line,
it?
An ounce?
A line of the bottle.
That's what I'm saying. And a line is an ounce, right?
Yeah.
So what is that? A full bottle?
No.
But is it?
What's a full bottle of fucking promethazine go for?
I wouldn't know, but I'm just telling you.
Okay,
like,
so I'm saying if you're drinking 1 ounce, isn't that? I mean,
That's bullshit.
At that,
just the prices is
but
skyrocketed.
At that
though.
point, are you like my thing that I'm trying to understand is at that point, and let's just say, are you getting a buzz? I'm like, yo, let me get one line real quick. Like you're
man,
just
that's
taking
like
medication.
I would think that's like a never-ending. Do you remember Chasing the Dragon? They're
Yeah,
like
that's
on
it.
South Park. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you gotta get me. Oh, you're gonna get me.
You're just taking medicine at that point. By the way, shout out to everybody that's been asking questions and everybody in the chat room. But if you do want your question to be read on air or any requests, make sure you guys hit that super chat button. It doesn't matter
tear it
what
up.
you go ahead and contribute, but it's it's going through some dope shit. However, though, I know we have one more, and make sure you hit that share button. Make sure you get the word out.
Yeah, we got giveaways for.
We got
everybody
another
on that, too.
question. It says, "Do you cover cannabis events?"
I mean, when they
Topic question mark. Favorite? What is your favorite topic? Cannabis. You know what? We used to cover cannabis events.
Hold on. Repeat that question one more time, bro.
Do y'all cover cannabis events? Favorite topic?
That's what he wrote. All right, I'm looking at this. Right
That is from who the fuck is that from? Subnoise Soldier.
Shout out to Subnoise Soldier.
Shout out to you and thank you for your donation. All right, so
Look.
here's the thing. That's how I actually started working here, actually doing these events. So like, if you
Secret
go,
Sesh. What?
yeah, that place. We used to fucking do that. We used to fucking go to that place, and I used to do this. The 8 show in Las Vegas, and
What?
Yep, I was doing that shit, and there was a couple other places where. That's when I originally started covering these events. That's really how I got involved. Like going to interview these like glassblowers and all these other motherfuckers. So like, all that content is still out
Yo.
there.
Yeah.
What was your first fucking cannabis event? I remember mine. It was the Secret Sesh, like in the not in Hollywood Hills, but like in the North Hollywood Hills. Like there was a mansion, and we took dabs and there's weed, and I waited in line, and Jerry was there, fucking saying, "Hey man," but
That was your first event?
that was I went to my first cannabis event was like Secret Sesh 3 or 4, and fucking. My mind was totally blown. Like I had no idea. I was like, oh my God, like what the fuck is this? Like I had no.
This is fresh Guam raspberry. Bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I did not mind waiting in line for a fucking event. You paid $20 to get in, and you take unlimited dabs and all that bullshit. I was like, what the fuck? Like a mansion party? And they'd have like rappers come through, and weed growers come through, and all that shit.
what about you, Cairo?
I think my first weed event was Smokeout Fest.
Nice.
It was the Guerrilla Union was the weed event they used to do.
How long ago was this?
2012, I think.
Okay,
Or
so
something
was
like
that
that.
like a concert or just straight cannabis?
It was a weed event and a concert, but then after that, I guess on a smaller level, when we started doing Taco Sesh, that was like my first weed event I was involved with. You know what I mean? Like I think the first one I participated in, and the first ones I went into were all festivals and shit, and then fucking when we started out, and I got Taco Sesh because I was like, yeah, around the same time.
Those events were like the first of its kind that were going down, because that was like when anything kind of went. These events, like nobody
sure.
was really tripping about like all these packs on the table.
Nope.
We saw some shit in during this era, so like there's some shit that we covered that is not gonna go on ever again.
Ever again.
Like smoking in the Bro, let me tell you this fucking story. All right.
What's up?
The Hard Rock Casino. They decided in Las Vegas, before it was legal to rent this place out to a glass fucking convention. They took over every room, made it a fucking booth, right? And I mean, they really thought that people were not gonna smoke. The whole fucking thing was all smoked out. Every floor, the elevators, regular guests were checking out. I think Hard Rock, they ended up shutting down. I think they closed down in Las Vegas, but That place, I remember they fucking must have got fined so much because they lost so much business because they did not know what they signed up. Every single room for like 4 or 5 floors was a different vendor. So it was a different person trying to sell you their glass.
Yeah.
And it was you're going trick or treating. And I remember Green Thumb Glass had a fucking booth there. And I remember everybody was just like not giving a fuck. And the fact that this went on in Vegas and just like before its time, that's never gonna happen again, bro. The whole
Don't say never, man. Never say never, cause like we'll make it happen again somewhere else. Like if it's not Vegas, it's gonna be somewhere fucking else. Like there's so many places in the world that don't smoke weed and don't do that shit that want to smoke weed.
There's a
that we're gonna take this shit like to somewhere crazy like you never even imagine.
There's probably places that are like new to it that'll probably be down for it, like states that haven't really gone through that.
Not even
phase.
states, like worldwide. Like there's like countries like fucking
Dr.
Cambodia
in
or some
Oklahoma.
shit.
Hold on, Razzie. What are you saying?
No, like
Like-
Dr. Green Thumb's Oklahoma and all that shit.
Yeah, like
Places
to
like
start,
that.
Yeah, to start because they're barely getting their feet wet, so they're back to like. You know how when it used to be 35 cap here and like nobody gave a, you just walk in there and just nobody gave a fuck during those
No.
35 cap days.
That 35 cap shit was kind of fucking.
Everybody was fucking smoking mids at that point.
Yeah,
bro.
that was like that's a lot of
yeah.
mids going around.
And when you saw 35 cap, that mean fucking. It meant like, hey, we have a lot of mids.
Pretty much.
You know what I mean? Because like all the good shit always cost 55, no matter that shit never went on sale.
All the
Nah,
good
if
shit
they
you wouldn't
had
even see it
fire-
at the store.
If they had fire, like it was behind the counter, top shelf type shit, and it was just one of those like, yeah.
They got to like handpick everything through that shit during that phase, man. I was like, that they went hard during that shit. I remember I was going through dispensary. We were talking about because B Real was here before, and we were talking about the upcoming Mike Tyson fight, and then you mentioned something around. I'm sorry, Cairo. You mentioned that Tyson's on everything. He's been doing.
No, he said I was watching the Joe Rogan interview with Mike Tyson, and he was just saying he's open to all these new treatments to help him with recovery, and I don't think he's like necessarily. He's not doing steroids, but you know what I mean. He's
I
doing
didn't say the steroids, but you said one of the things that was brought up was stem cells.
Yeah, stem cells.
And then I told you some shit that a lot of people don't know, and because like stem cells was some shit that was popping in like the early 2000s, and it was like being sold as like the miracle thing. It recuperated everything until there was a bad batch, and people started getting like fucking deformed and fucked up.
What?
Yeah, like it fucked up like their whole thing, and some people ended up dying. So the big pharma swept it up under the rug and was like, "Yo, no more stem cells." And now they're kind of slowly bringing
Wait
it
a
back.
sec. I thought stem cells were always like yo, this is like the pinnacle of fucking treatments.
well, this is
but
I mean-
they only do it in Europe, you know.
No. Here it is. But the thing is, it is if it's done right. But because they were doing it in the early 2000s and people got bad batches of embryos where they got these stem cells from, people started getting shot up with fucking bad shit. So people started dying. But he said Mike Tyson mentioned it.
Yeah, no, he was saying that he did something with stem cells, but I was saying to you earlier too is like I think the first generation of that is like iPhone, and now we're at like iPhone X with like what stem cells are at now. Like if something in the beginning, you know what I mean, it was like having the original fucking Nokia phone versus like now you got like something that's more highly developed, and I think whatever he's using it to treat, it's really his recovery. Because I thought it was funny he said that like in that clip. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've seen that clip where it's like him first a couple months ago just punching that bag. He was telling Joe Rogan like he had to recover for like a week. He was in the bed for a week, and he was like, I was crying. My wife was fucking making fun of me, like all this shit.
I mean, would you take stem cells?
Yeah, like I think.
Yes, I would.
I think for sure. At this point.
Okay, damn. Everybody said yes. Now here's the thing though. Like we're gonna go one by one. Cairo, you first. What would you take it for?
I think definitely my hair at some
Are
point.
you fucking serious,
At
dog? Your
some
hair?
fucking point.
Hell yeah.
Not even me, fool. Like,
Yeah.
come. Okay. For what
But
reason?
like, I think if like I needed an emergency or like for like you know what I mean.
Your
something
hair's
like,
falling out all at once.
Yeah, like type shit
Oh,
or like
fuck.
you know what I mean. But like at the same time, like I think in a more realistic, I think that'd be like a fantasy world. But in like a more realistic thing, I'd be like, oh, okay, if like my hearing or my vision was like impaired, like I would want to use it for that, and then I come back with like super fucking vision. I can see like 8K and shit.
That's a good thing to have it for over hair because like, if it's for something that's related to
obviously
your
just love
senses,
my
if it's related to your senses of touch and feel and sound
I
and
feel like
sight.
I got like those knees though when I get out of my car now. Like if I get out of my car, I got like I'm at that age where I'm like my
Your
knees
knees
like,
hurt?
Well, not my knees like hurt, but I'm like get up. I'm like ooh, I felt that.
Shoot
like,
some stem cells up. What about you, John? What would you use it for?
I would use stem cells. I mean, I don't even. No, you know what? I would never use stem cells.
Why?
Because I have my own cells. Because, like, you have your own cells. The way you regenerate cells naturally as a human being.
Yeah, but this shit
is
like
by that's like some fucking that's like some human generated shit. Like if you want to regenerate your cells as a human, this is my belief. I don't know if anybody. I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks, but you gotta fast. If you fast for a certain amount of time, your cells will regenerate. Like so, if you fast for like 15. If you fast like Jesus for 40 days, you definitely have brand new cells.
No. Okay, so here's the thing. I agree with him because that's been scientifically proven that like
I don't know.
When you do fast, no, I've looked into this. When you do fast, you regenerate. But I'm saying it's like this is like a fucking fresh start. Like I'd be like, for example, like if I started to get like fucking I don't know like arthritis signs, I'm like, oh hell no, I'm shooting these stem cells up, fam.
I think stem cells are like cool for like if you want to be. If you want to,
forever young.
Like, no, I don't know about forever young, but if you want to grow like taller, if you want your balls to sag fucking to the floor,
some stem
like
cells in your nuts, and then your nuts look 20 years younger.
Exactly. Like if you want to look, if you want to feel young and you feel rejuvenated, you're going to inject the cells of fucking young baby children. But that to me seems like some vampiric fucking
you're like
some reptilian shit. Like so I can't participate in it. It just seems too
puree.
It seems like some vampire shit. Like this is what it looks like to me. But at the same time, there's all kinds of weird treatments for people. Like Kenji mentioned one to us, which was he gets his blood extracted. Then they put it in like a spinner machine, and it spins it and it mixes it with like oxygen. I think Joe Rogan does this too. But you get your blood drawn and it fucking injects it in this machine and it spins it and it gives you like pure fucking oxygenated blood back in your system, and you feel and with all the nutrients and vitamins, like kind of like how weed needs nutrients.
Okay, let me stop you right there, Raz, dude. I know exactly what he's talking about. I don't know how high or how drunk you were when he explained this process to you.
That's probably extreme.
But I was there, and what he's talking about is that thing where you go get your IV treatment. These places offer a lot of different treatments where they inject you with B12 and all this shit, and there is like this thing where they do pump you full of oxygen through liquids. And
he said it fucks you up. He said it makes you feel drowsy and shit in a weird way.
It makes you feel Xanaxed out a little bit. So I don't fucking really know the whole details on it, but I'm down to try certain things. But when it comes to like them extracting blood and all shit, I start feeling like nah.
The homie
Joe Rogan mentions it though.
Hold on, one at a time. Go for it.
No, just the homie hit me for the IV drip the other day. He's like, "You want to come with us? It's like $200. We're going."
Yeah, it's like $200, $150. You get all your fucking nutrients injected. No, I haven't done it.
I missed out.
But I've heard of it, and it seems really intriguing because it's like, all right, well, if I do this, do I really need to like eat for the day?
Yes.
Like in regards to that fasting shit, it's like, what do you really need to eat like all this food for when you can just get your nutrients through a fucking shot or through a juice or through some other shit?
I don't know. I think you still need to eat, dude.
Probably because you're high and hungry.
I don't know. I think you have to regenerate all that shit naturally. Like after you take those shots, that's just like an extra boost. It's like putting protein in your fucking.
What are you
shit.
gonna use stem cells for?
Probably like to
making your dick huge. Fucking make your dick like fucking 30 inches
First of all,
long.
I don't need help there. I would fucking inject my back, so I can make sure that like I don't have those like fucking problems where like you walk like a crab and shit like when you're like older. However, though, I do need
That seems like a lot of fun though.
No, it does not. I've seen those people cross the street, and I sometimes catch
your
myself
back is like a U. It's like a U shape, like a upside down, like it's a horseshoe.
I would not be cool with that. Also, what is it? We are gonna. Can you load up a quick skit or something while we go load down a beer? So we're gonna take a quick little break and take a quick piss break and come right back here on the
Sure.
We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. Shout out to everybody that's in there. Get some questions up in there if you want. Any requests, make sure you fucking put them up in there. It don't matter if it's $1. Just make sure you fucking hit that super chat. Shout out to everybody and everybody who donated. DM me on Ezone the firm and start sending me your info because I'll hook you guys up. We'll be right back.
Show. How's it going, everybody? This is the alley review with Ross Dude. For B-Real TV, we're in a lovely alley in downtown. I just took a piss here. It was cool. If you need to find an alley to take a piss in, this is a good one. You can do graffiti on the wall. They might paint over it, though. A lot of balling cars coming through. We saw a Jaguar earlier. We saw a Mercedes-Benz, so if you like cars, that's cool. We also got a bunch of places to break dance right here. Dance on top of this shit. You maybe even build a house if you're homeless. This alley comes with all the supplies you need to build a house. You can use the restroom over there like how I did. There's a nice breeze coming through here. This alley gets a B+. You can also do drugs in this alley like how I am, smoking this weed. You can sell drugs. I don't know about selling drugs because the traffic is kind of heavy, so this alley gets a B-.
We're back.
All right, we're fucking back here on the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. after taking a quick pisser break and fucking getting some prizes. Kyra brought one of the whole bags of like that. B-Real had fucking just said, hey, get rid of this and hook people up. By the way, the volcano's right there. Shout out to everybody that's been donating. Do we have any more questions to start off right Matt?
Dog, so if you donate, we got bucket hats, tees.
There's like sweaters, a bunch of shirts.
Oh, Gasco.
There's a bunch of shit.
I fuck with the Gasco. You want a Gasco shirt? It's brand new.
And B-Real said to give it away, and you know you always come with.
We have enough to hook everybody up at this point. If everybody in the chat right now wanted one thing, and just you know what I mean.
We got a question.
You get it in.
All right, what's the question?
The question says, "Hey, Ezone, not sure if you ever talked about this, but how did you meet B-Real?"
I've talked about it a few times, but I'll mention it on the podcast. So to make it long story short, the first time I actually met him, I used to sell cars, used cars in Canoga Park.
IG about this.
And
Canoga Park.
Yeah, in Canoga Park, and I used to sell cars right there. And what happened was that on my lunch breaks, I would go to this place called Humble Relief, and it used to be the dispensary that used to have to pay membership to get there because they knew they had the good shit. So I paid membership there, and I would go on my lunchtime to pick up to smoke after 3 o'clock. And I went in there, and I just seen this fool walk in, and it was just me and this fool kicking in the lobby of this shit. And I didn't ask him for a picture. I just said, "What's up? What recommendation would you think I should get?" You know, I was like, "What better recommendation that I could get?" And he said to get some shit called Popeye OG. And sure enough, I fucking
Popeye.
Yeah, and I said, "What's up to that fool?" And then
Was it Popeye or
Popeye?
Popeye.
Yeah. And then I went back to work, dog. And then that's the first time I met him. But then after that, I just came in for an internship like a couple years later, and bam.
Boom. I was telling B and me and Ezone were talking before the show, and I was like, yeah, me and B-Real are like, you're like our Tesla stock. We invested in you early, and now it's just paying off in dividends and shit.
It's like came back. It's like everybody was like, "Oh man, this penny stock is never gonna go public." Eh?
It went, cause you got the flavors by Ezone coming now.
Yo, wait a sec. We got a question.
Hold on.
Go for it.
This is from Arrow Buchanan. He says, "Big hello from Nova Scotia, Canada."
Damn.
Ezone's favorite fucking country in the world. I don't know why, but he says, I mean, I understand why. It's at least better than America. He says, "Love the show. Dabs for everyone. Ezone, can I get a hey fam? Peace from 209 Norda."
Do a good one.
Hey, shout out to you from Nova Scotia and hey fam. Dude, we're gonna go ahead and all right, you can set up that volcano, but I got my fucking
How do I set this up?
my Rome here. Hold on, you gotta grind.
Yeah,
some
I got the volcano bag over here, fucking just waiting, man.
Yo, you guys want
it's
Ezone.
empty.
You also, if you want Ezone to dab, you could dono.
They just did. They said dabs for everybody, so you gotta either take a dab or you gotta take a volcano. So
I'm gonna take a volcano because I've wanted to do this.
You gotta grind the weed up first and put it in that.
Whoa, wait a sec.
crazy
Fucking
because
in regards to the volcano, I smoked that shit like fucking like a few times yesterday, and I fell asleep at around. I mean, I fell asleep way earlier than I was supposed to, but I woke up. That shit makes you wake up at like 3 a.m. every single night.
Well, because technically vaporizing is still the purest way and the most potent way you can get high.
It's kind of insane how fucked up it gets you. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like it, I mean, it does make sense because you have to breathe it deep. You know, if you're smoking it like in 3 hits, 4 hits.
We need to fucking connect this shit though. The fucking volcano.
I'm gonna give this a good test run for my lungs.
I mean, you haven't tried this 2.0 volcano.
No, I have not.
So we got the volcano being set up. Ezone is setting up the volcano. He's plugging it in. We have to unplug it every night because that shit is a fire hazard to the fucking max. Like I understand why it's unplugged.
Why, does the ghost get high?
No, it's not even that. It's just like, yo, if that shit's just plugged in and for some fucking strange reason, some Stephen King reason, what if it decides to turn itself on?
Stephen King reason.
And then you're like, yo, this fucking shit's on and it decides to light the whole studio on fire. Like we can't deal with that. Like fucking we gotta unplug it.
Yo,
Unplug that volcano vaporizer.
You know what it is, man? It's all these fucking these switches that are in the electrical thing. Because I've had this shit happen at home where if certain machines go on and there's so much shit going on, it'll fucking reset the circuits.
Yeah.
You know, ghetto housing. You know what I'm saying?
over the voltage.
over the voltage and it fucks it all up, man. You know.
Yo, wait a sec. Are you done with your wine already, man? Because, like, fucking Ray and I over here are slamming through this shit.
I got another beer.
tell.
Oh, yeah, we could tell, right?
We could tell.
We could tell, John.
All right.
Everybody, yeah.
Everybody, hold on. Everybody in the chat room, if you know Raz Dude is wasted, let me get a 1. Yeah, let me get a 1 in the chat room.
Hey, can I call out something that we haven't discussed yet?
Go for it.
Yo, why do you look like I Am Robot in one eye? If you guys can, like, I don't know, Ross, if you could get a fucking on this fool's eye.
No, we all see his eye, and you know nobody's asking about it.
They have been asking, but they didn't fucking donate. I'll say it out there. So, I had this thing, right? You know how I'm like I don't want to have kids.
Yeah.
And then Cairo brought it up. He said, "Hey, he was like, you and your dog have the same eye, so I'm just gonna go to the dog park and be like, no, this is my fur kid. Like he's really
No, for real, this is my
we got
baby.
the same eye. You know, I'm gonna take it up a notch for all of the generation that doesn't want to have kids and be like, yo, you ain't bonding with your dog unless you matching eyes though, fam." And then, obviously, it'll change up the pickup game, bro. Because it's way more than a cute dog. You're just, accessorizing now, bro.
Yo, wait a sec. We got Dr. Frost up in this chat room.
Okay.
He says, y'all up for longest draw? I'll start. He'll start for the longest draw. I don't know if that means... Oh, wait. Longest draw for a dab. So whoever can take the fucking longest dab draw...
Okay, so, you would need...
I got dabs right here.
I feel like, set that up for later, Skinny Pablo, and then you can knock that out.
Longest dab draw is, pretty much... I think we could...
How does that work? Because it's different from a joint. Because, dabs pretty much last the same amount of time no matter what. It's, hot, cold, don't you think the fucking dab will last
I feel like
just smoking it and it
we're just gonna go ahead and remix that for a joint draw because it makes more sense.
Yeah, Doctor, what's his name?
Dr. Frost, dude.
Yeah,
man,
Dr. Frost. We're gonna go ahead and if that's cool with you, we'll do a longest joint fucking draw.
He says dab, bro.
Yeah, but we can't fucking
can't do it.
What do you mean? You got all those dabs on the table from fucking Be Real.
Yeah, but here's the thing, bro. We're safe around here, bro. None of these, everybody has their personal rig. I got my 10K rig.
I got a rig.
Yeah, but that's your rig.
I'm about to load it up with some dabs right now.
Okay, fine. I'll go heads up with.
You know what? How about we all just take dabs? That's just what it seems like.
Yeah, here. I'll take another one for him. All right, fuck it. I'll do a long draw by myself.
How many dabs have you done in today's show?
Honestly, I think on the weekends I do a lot less dabs than what I do for the regular podcast because the motherfuckers that show up for the podcast on B-Real shit, they fucking obliterate the fuck out of me.
Hey, yo,
bro.
I had to take fucking 9 dabs the other day. That was.
You didn't take shit. You did not take no fucking dabs,
he didn't.
bro.
He was like,
I went on my live and I took 5 dabs and I took two vaporizer fucking balloons.
He was like, that counts. He's like, that counts like 2 dabs.
No, I took some fat dabs. Like if you go in, I was a man of my word.
I was there on your live. I was watching.
I was a man of my word. I fucking went in 5 dabs and 2 vaporizers. 2 vaporizer bags, and that all added up to 9 dabs.
If you think that Skinny Pablo should fucking, number one, to your defense, and not that, I was rooting for you.
I don't give a fuck, I'll smoke more. Who gives a fuck? If they want me to smoke more fucking dabs, I'm gonna bring it on. I'm here.
John, time out. No, all right, hold on. I know, I brought this up when I was talking to my dad earlier. I said, hey, be real. I was like, hey, man. I was like, how come, I was like, keep getting these messages that I'm the downest fool on the fucking podcast. Hold on, you're doing it wrong. That I'm the downest fool on this fucking podcast that takes every single dab that gets requested. And then he said, otherwise, motherfuckers would get obliterated. I was like, yeah, Raz Dude owes 9 dabs. And he was like, I actually prefer that he does not get obliterated because we need the show to run smoothly.
Well, that's just on the show.
Kind of like today, John.
No, I take the dabs on my Instagram Live. I took it after, right after the show. I was like, yo, tune in my Instagram Live. I'm going to take these fucking dabs. And they tuned in. And they were like, yo, where's the fucking dabs in? And I took them motherfucking dabs like a champ. And sometimes there were dabs that are like two dabs worth. And you know what's really fucked up right now is that I cannot find my torch. I really want to take a dab.
I think it's on the table right here. It's on.
Oh, what the fuck? Where?
It's on this table right here. Ray's gonna get it. Right
I don't see it.
Yeah, what is it? But yeah, I do be taking the fucking dabs for you.
Where? Fucking.
It's right there. Ray's gonna get it for you. Don't trip.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Ray.
He's gonna go ahead and bust the Colton. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, Colton. Colton Ray. Ray Colton.
Yeah, man, but I'd be going back to back for you motherfuckers
shit.
for that shit. Let me see. We had a couple of things too. All right, so one thing I wanted to bring up too, and here's the thing, and I wanted to get everybody's fucking input on this shit. All these fucking holidays are canceled for the most part. You know what I mean? Like, you could celebrate it with certain people, but you gotta go out there to take a risk. I haven't fucking seen a telethon or anything on TV in a long time, so my thing was, I'm gonna hit up a few fucking makeup people, some fucking costume design people, and for Halloween and certain holidays, we're gonna fucking host our fucking show, and we're gonna do a live, and we're gonna fucking have guests throughout the fucking, the time
I think it'd be really dope because a lot of people could Zoom call in and stuff too. So
people could call in because
get high with us.
Yeah, and then I mentioned this shit to Be Real, and hopefully I get them to get on board. Maybe Be Real will put on the Dr. Green Thumb costume, but I'm talking about like because Halloween is canceled and we have a hub here. I think if we all fucking did it, we could go all out. Like, I mean, we could fucking do Walking Dead shit, bro. I would be down, bro. I've always wanted to do certain shit like that where it's like...
I mean, because we could do it in a controlled environment. For us, it'd be okay. It'd be dope.
I think it would. I mean...
I know passing out candy is, like, out.
I mean, that's over.
That's over. Like, just like free dabs, RIP free candy.
That shit's done. I mean, here's the thing, though.
Dude, free candy was the original free dabs.
This is the question I'm going to put up there since we're thinking about doing this kind of like Halloween-a-thon or this Halloween smoke-a-thon. By the way, John really did do his thing. Stop moving that shit. That shit noises. What is it?
Hey, yo, fucking, I've never dressed up for Halloween in my entire adult life.
That's going to get to my question I was going to propose. We're going to go one at a time, John. All right, so the one thing I wanted to ask. If you could have, without no budget, like, you know how Be Real...
No budget?
How Be Real... I mean, no, not no budget. Like, unlimited budget. How Be Real got that gold fucking thing. Like, that costume that Dr. Dre man... If you could have unlimited budget to have one costume, who would it be? Cairo, you first.
Ooh, man. I mean, I feel like because I can't have, like, special effects and shit, you know what I mean? To like,
you'd have to sacrifice your hair if you're going to really pull it off. You know what I mean?
I
or
mean,
you have
I
to
feel
make
like,
it work with it.
I mean, I can make it work, but... Oh, man. I would want to go... But I feel like it's so simple. Like
one of the albino twins from the Matrix?
No, see, I want to go something... Yeah, you're right. I should go something with higher technology or some shit. Man, you know what? Like, shout out to Prop Shop Garage. My homies out in the IE. I'd probably go the full Ninja Turtle suit.
Like the 80s movie?
Yeah, shout out to Prop Shop Garage. They're in the IE. They made those. And it's my homie who used to skate with us at skate park. He was like 8 years older than us. But he makes the real replicas. And Skinny Pablo, I don't know if you could pull up Prop Shop Garage or... Okay, I'll go next before we ask John. All right, so if I could I would literally pull off a fucking dope Terminator, a fucking yeah, I mean not the robot, but like something amongst like the cyborg, like how he looked all beat up and he had that red eye and shit, like kind of like how I have on right now. Yeah,
I would do that shit or fuck man, the other I'd pull off something like Spawn.
Wow, Spawn suit would be crazy.
Like something crazy like that. What about you, John?
What's the question?
If you could have an unlimited budget on a Halloween quality, like Hollywood Halloween quality costume, who would you choose to dress up as? Like, you could get the fucking Batman suit from the movie, or you could get fucking Walking Dead makeup. Who would you fucking choose?
A quality Halloween costume.
Yeah.
That's a good fucking question. I mean, like, I think probably Iron Man. If I could get like an Iron Man.
That's actually a really
That's what I was thinking.
Like Iron Man is the only that's like the top. That's probably like the top at this point. Like who could you really think of? That's that over top Iron Man suit. I mean, okay. Ray's saying Spawn.
I said Spawn.
But Spawn is more organic. Whereas Iron Man is like a fully robotic fucking like.
It's like a medieval. It's like a
heat
suit.
Well, it's like a heat seat. It heat seeks. It got a jetpack. It's got fucking, bulletproof. It's got everything on it. Iron Man's got everything on it. Whereas Spawn is kind of like a fucking. I mean, if you want to get like ultra realistic, like Spawn suit. If you're getting if you're getting a suit from hell, that fucking covers your whole body and like in it covers you in like this hell goo. Like, that is probably better than a fucking Iron Man Tony Stark suit.
What about...
Billionaire suit. But, like... But what is more practical?
Okay, so you said Iron Man. And
Iron Man is practical.
What about you, Ray? I mean, I know Ray has somebody out the top. Spawn?
He says Spawn.
Yeah, Spawn.
Spawn's a good second.
What about if you could be in any cartoon?
Oh man.
SpongeBob.
Okay.
I'd be fucking Patrick.
You went first, dog. I was gonna go. You got to go in order. So.
I'd be the dumbest motherfucker in the world.
Hold
Patrick.
on, Raz, dude. Hold on. All right, you said SpongeBob.
I'd be Patrick in SpongeBob.
Okay, Raz, dude would be fucking Patrick from SpongeBob. Don't. All right, next fucking answer, Cairo. All right,
what universe though is like the dopest one to live in though? It's like that's what you're looking at because there's like the style of the drawing.
Just say
is
Dragon
cool.
Ball Z, bro. I know
No,
that's
because
what it would
but
be.
do I want to live in the world where everything's blowing up and shit all the time? You know what I mean?
You'd have
They all
superpowers.
just fight down there in Dragon Ball Z. Everybody's just
everybody has a
fighting.
power.
Like
it doesn't seem very peaceful. That's what I'm
it's
saying.
just fighting. Like everybody's just trying to like one up each other.
The Rick and Morty universe is fucking tight. There's like everything in that shit. Like that shit is a fucking dope one. Any cartoon though, fuck, that's so hard, dude. Tom and Jerry was a dope one. There's music to everything.
Who would you
that
be,
happened.
Tom or Jerry?
I feel like it'd definitely be Tom.
It was Tom the cat.
What?
Is he the
You'd be
cat?
the fucking cat.
Yeah, dude.
The
but
cat
it's
was
like,
getting tortured. Like,
that's a good representation of what I go through.
Yeah, but there's a psychological thing where the mouse wouldn't be shit without
I'm definitely
the cat.
Felix the cat. Like,
so you're clearly sadomasochistic. Like
No,
you love getting tortured by
not
fucking.
not necessarily love getting tortured, but like I kind of relate to that shit. Later, my bad. But I definitely feel like I'm Felix the cat
fine.
universe.
You're
I
into
would
pain.
I would definitely pick the Felix the cat universe because then I could have my bag and I could do whatever I want and have everything I'm popping. And so I'm gonna go with the Felix the cat universe.
I mean, okay.
Felix the cat.
We got
is
Felix.
different.
We got SpongeBob universe, and then I don't know. I think me just off GP.
Simpsons.
Yeah, either Simpsons or Family Guy, but I spend more time in
Okay,
the Simpsons.
one-
Who's
outfit,
your
though, you
favorite
only get
character in The
one
Simpsons?
outfit.
Hold on, one at a time.
You only get one outfit though in The Simpsons.
One outfit?
You only get one outfit the whole time you're.
I
in
mean,
the
Bart always looked cool.
You only get one outfit.
That's cool. I fucking be cool with one outfit. What was your thing, Raz, dude?
Well,
You were gonna say
who's your Simpsons character? You know, who do you identify with most? I'm gonna say Barney.
Bart.
I'm gonna say Barney because I'm fucking fucked up all the time. I mean, it's not the
Oh,
drunk all the
you
time,
would
but
say.
I'm you know,
I would just
majority of the time I'm fucked up. Like fucking Barney doesn't give a fuck.
today we're at all.
He doesn't care about nothing.
Today you're at all time high, huh?
Yeah, fucking today we're all Barney.
But I think I have the character that I would kick it with, and since I have Fat Tony tatted, so I would kick it with the Fat Tony squad.
Wow.
Fat Tony,
wearing
but
a suit.
He got away with so much,
So you
bro.
wearing a suit the whole time.
I mean, bro, he got away with
Fat
everything.
Tony's not even like a major character.
I like
though.
how I just think what you wear every time is the one.
I mean, bro, even when Bart was a part of him, even he looked cool, bro. I
he had
have
a
that
suit.
Bart. He had that
Yeah.
little pimp suit.
What year was that?
94, if I'm not mistaken. It's like season 4.
So he joins the fucking Fat Tony gang.
All right. So that the premise of that fucking what is it episode is that he needs a job because he wants to buy some shit, and they tell him to go get a job because he asked for money, and then he ends up being one of these like
Little errand boy.
an intern pretty
Yeah.
much for the mafia, and he's learning how to make fucking cocktails and all this shit for mafiosos, and they buy him suits. It's kind of like how it would happen in Goodfellas. You know what I mean?
Somebody said Thundercats.
Oh, by the way, oh shit, do we have any more? I think we have like 2. Do we have anything, Razor?
Do we? Let me check. Fucking.
Check it up.
I'll slide through.
Yeah, people are saying Thundercats, Batman, Peter Griffin. That's kind of cool. But this year we're gonna go all out for the Halloween-a-thon. So just know that's happening. And then November, the what is it?
We got Towers
Pre-Thanksgiving.
187. He says, Dragon Ball Z.
You got Dragon Ball Z fans, dude.
Did you watch
I
Dragon
love
Ball Z
Dragon
in
Ball Z.
Zone?
I did. I stopped watching it after Cell fucking.
Got beat.
No.
Hey,
I
fuck
hated
Cell.
Cell.
Cell's a
Spoiler
piece
alert.
of fucking shit. Cell's like a fucking. Is like the coronavirus.
Well, here's the thing.
on
though.
10,000.
All right, so Cairo actually happens to be a pretty big Dragon Ball Z fan.
Yeah.
Like more than I think more than everybody here.
We'll
I'm pretty big, but I'm hidden. I'm a hidden Dragon Ball Z fan.
I don't think you're a bigger fan.
I'm
than this,
super hidden. Hey, man. You know what? I grew up 3 hours from Japan. All right, fucking 3 hours from Japan.
bro. That
Japan
does
is very,
not fucking matter.
Japan was very close. All right, they like a lot of influence. Dragon Ball Z, Gundam Wing,
Bro, so does China.
fucking all that shit.
So does China. All right, hold on. Let Cairo answer, bro.
But yeah,
Hold
you
on,
know, it's
time
not
out,
it's not
right?
an ego thing. We're sharing love here. We both love fucking Cairo, come on.
I'm all about everybody loving Dragon Ball Z.
Do you love? All right, I know you love Dragon Ball Z, but do you like Gundam Wing?
Gundam Wing was tight. The video games were even doper though.
Gundam Wing.
Gundam Wing. Yeah, I don't know.
Who's your favorite Saiyan?
Hold on, let me finish, Raz. All right. I think the whole Dragon Ball Z thing for me, I fucking stopped watching with when fucking Cell came around and then somebody got killed and then they couldn't bring him back.
Cell was a piece of shit.
I got too emotionally involved with the characters, bro. When I saw Goku get killed, I felt bad for Gohan and shit. I was like, damn, he has no dad.
No,
and
Piccolo
shit.
raised him, dog. Piccolo raised him. That's
He's
his real
fucking
dad.
alien, bro. He has no idea what it's like to raise a fucking kid.
You know what it is? Be Real is Piccolo, and you're Gohan, and he's like, yo, Piccolo raised Gohan, dog. Everybody know that's his real dad. That's a real fact.
Piccolo.
Damn. Yeah, Piccolo is like a fucking.
Be real.
He's like he's the foster character of Gohan because Goku got killed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't go. Who killed Goku?
Piccolo.
Wait, no.
Piccolo.
Piccolo killed Goku while he was holding. Goku was holding
Holy
his brother's Raditz.
shit.
He was holding his brother. Fucking talk about novella. This fool's brother showed up, so Goku was holding him, and he's like, shoot Piccolo. He's like to Piccolo, he's like, shoot me, and he shoots both of them. They both
That's
die.
right.
And then
Damn.
Piccolo raises Gohan.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is some novella shit, though.
It is, right?
Yeah, you know what? I love Kairos because he knows everything. Dragon Ball Z. So like, fucking.
Yep.
Dude, okay. What is the weight of when Goku was in the fucking weight training? What was the weight in there?
The times?
You know where he was in that orb? He was in the orb, like traveling through space, and he had to do the weight training.
Yeah. No,
Like
he went
what-
up to 1 million.
1 million?
Yeah.
1 million what?
I always thought
It
that
was times the Earth gravity.
That 1 million times the Earth gravity. That was the most amazing fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he ended up breaking the machine. I get my Goku tattoo tomorrow and my Kami House tattoo.
Goku?
Damn, that's legit.
Yeah.
That's like dedication. That's like how people like. Cause there's
Is
people.
it
hold
the
on.
character of Goku, or is it like the Japanese
It's
like
actually-
writing, or like what are you getting?
It's like it's kind of like the manga style, but it's like it has some like flair to it, I'd say. But it's Goku with the prayer hands. It's like gonna be like a
Some
Goku with
custom
prayer
shit.
hands. Yeah, it's custom shit.
Oh my
like, you know,
god.
Yeah, cause certain people.
Goku's pretty awesome.
Hold on, Raz. Hold on. Certain people, when you get like cartoons and shit tatted, fucking, you know, they don't. Some people like look at you and they don't understand.
They
like,
don't get it.
They don't fucking get like, how would you fucking do that shit? I'm like, look, man, I wasn't gonna get the cliche fucking roses with the praying hand. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I'm gonna get the Goku.
yeah, I was like, man, you know how fucking the craziest thing that my tattoos have ever fucking got me in is when Seth Green came through here and he fucking saw the Stewie tattoo and he freaked out. He was like, damn, like it almost reminded him like how big of an impact something that like not even his movies, you know what I mean, or like, but it was just something like the cartoons fucking impact certain people. Because my thing like before, like when I realized I was like, oh shit, I gotta get a job that like pays, or like I thought about that shit.
Yeah.
The first thing I wanted to get into animation, bro. But to be honest, the fucking worst thing that I got, I'm a shitty ass drawer and artist and painter.
I feel you.
I've taken art classes, I've taken all this shit, and I still do it for fun. But like,
You have
I
to
just could not
practice,
do
you
it.
fucking asshole. You just
Fuck
have
you,
to
dude.
just
Like-
fucking practice, just to draw lines and shit. That's all you need to learn.
That's
How
what
to draw-
classes were for, dog.
That's how you. No, you just fuck classes. You just fucking teach yourself. You be like, all right, this is how I draw a line. You take it from the top to the
Oh, I know-
bottom.
oh, I
to
know
the
how to
top
draw
to the
lines,
bottom,
bro.
That's how you draw a line. Top to bottom.
I know how to draw lines, bro. Now, but you know, but I mean, back to the whole thing though. Like, yeah, I couldn't. I was never good at that, bro. I was
No.
never really like good at like the whole.
I went to school for design. That's why I do like my characters and all my stuff. You know what I mean? Like I just learned that I wasn't like as necessarily talented with like the pen as I was with like Illustrator. Like just setting shit up
Yeah.
and taking references. But yeah, we got some dope design work. I think it's really dope how you you express your creative stuff with your characters. I kind of do the same thing too.
The thing is, I'm able to like to translate it to like a graphic artist about it, and they were able to get it. Because if I work with a graphic artist that doesn't get it, you know what I mean? Like I won't be. I'll be like, nah, you didn't get my vision. Like somebody could be like, hey, this is the burger I want, but like I had 3 versions.
you got to go through that process.
Even though I don't know how to fucking create it from scratch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
But I think it's dope. Like I like to. I think getting more character work too, because this is the artwork that I grew up on too. It's like
Yeah, it has a big influence, man. But man, by the way, shout out to everybody that has been tuning in. Everybody that fucking donated. We're gonna answer
we
the
got
last
giveaways.
The
Like
last
crazy.
questions. I know everybody that fucking did contribute. DM me. We'll fucking send you something from this pile of stuff that Be Real gave us. Do we have any last questions, John?
Last question. What do you mean? We got the first questions. We got Dr. Frost.
We got another one.
He said he's been looking at podcasting software, and he tips and preference. I like how OBS is open source. You know what, motherfucker? Like, just DM Skinny Pablo on Instagram for that
Yeah,
shit. If you want to learn how to stream, fucking hit me up. I'll tell you what's up. All right.
Thank you for your donation, man.
Yeah, thank you for your donation. And there you go. Skinny Pablo is the one that hit up. What do we got next?
Next we have. Let's see. Fucking.
I think Towers.
Oh my god. Hold up. I'm fucking this shit up major right now. Wait, what were you saying? Like, fucking talk about some shit before I got 30 seconds.
The last question we're on, I'll fucking read it. I think the last one is by Towers187. Says, yo, Skinny, you ever watch Knights of Zodiac / Saint Seiya?
I never watched any of that shit, the Knights of the Zodiac, but, you know, send me a link and I'll fucking watch it, you know. What do you fucking
to download it. By the way, mind you this, Raz, dude, Be Real's been watching the show the whole time.
And what?
He knows you're obliterated.
I'm not obliterated. I'm fucking.
I'm just fucking with you, dog. Look at him. He did fucking tune in last week, though. He fucking
I like the look on his face right now, dog.
Just because my hair is messy, all right. I'm tired of being stereotypes. Cairo knows. Like, I mean,
Cairo knows.
I mean, Cairo knows because he used to have messy hair, and his hair is neat now.
Yeah.
But my hair, I got a few things fucking hanging out. They just do what it does. I can't control them. It's none of my fucking business, dude. Like, what do you want from me? People think I'm fucked up all the time because I slur my words and because I'm quiet.
Or because you just said it like 10 minutes ago.
He said this is one of 12 bottles in L.A.
No. To quote him 5 minutes ago, I'm fucked up all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? What does fucked up all the time mean? And you're fucked up all the time. Ezone, I see you fucking sleeping on the goddamn show. Like, I'm sitting here. I take dabs. I stay awake. Like, you know. What the fuck?
He said sometimes.
Sometimes. But, hey, man, nobody's judging you, dog. Hey, somebody said your teeth are fucking purple. Yo, man, once again, shout out to everybody. I see that last.
Hey, man. Purple teeth are fucking teeth of royalty. Like, if you guys don't know. Or maybe it's a green screen. Are they talking to you or talking to me?
No, they were talking to you, but we got one last one by Gorilla Strong, $2. Shout out to you for your donation. Much love and respect from the East Coast.
Yeah, shout out to Gorilla Strong. He hangs out on my Twitch streams.
Hey, Gorilla Strong is the shit, man. Have you ever been to that guy's Instagram? He's like a fucking manly man. He's like lifting he's like, yo, bitch, I'm gonna fucking lift like 300 pounds right now.
What is he, like a bodybuilder?
He's like what? He's just a motherfucker that loves lifting. He loves lifting. He's not. I wouldn't say he's necessarily a bodybuilder, but he loves lifting fucking heavy shit. Just like Big Irish Balls, 90Z. I got a few motherfuckers following me. Big motherfuckers, but Big Irish Balls and who was the guy?
Gorilla Strong.
Gorilla Strong.
I didn't know you were that big into Big Irish Balls.
No, man, it's not any of that. It's just like, you know, we all just post like lifting shit and like pit bulls and fucking like Mike Tyson stuff. Like it's just like really manly man shit. Like, you know, it's something that's not, you don't identify it with Skinny Pablo, but he follows like a few, like 3 or 4 motherfuckers that are just all about posting Mike Tyson.
I mean,
lifting, fucking boxing, fucking people up shit.
Noted, Pablo. I mean, but I think it's definitely that time where we gotta close it up.
It's Labor Day weekend, man. What are you gonna do?
It is Labor Day weekend, so Razdude, please try.
You're closing it out? What the fuck?
Try to give us 5 minutes without interrupting it. You're busting a 3-plate Tommy right now.
See, now you know how it feels when you're on when B Real's sitting there. He's like, man, why the fuck is Ezone interrupting me?
Yeah, but that's my dad, dude.
Yeah. No, you can't interrupt that fucking Be Real. Like that's Be Real, dude.
Oh yeah, my teeth are purple. I did see that.
Everybody's teeth are purple.
However, though, shout out to everybody that has been tuning in up in here. Raz Dude's Wine for fucking him up. Cairo, please do not interrupt him, bro. It's been going. You know, you got
He's
any?
like, I
You got
set
any?
down the mic.
You got any shout outs? What is it, Cairo?
Yo, there's new High and Hungry merch. Go get that. Your Funky Field Tips. Congrats on all that. Yeah, man. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Cairo Loves You. I've been on there more, gaming and playing music and just pretty much chilling out. I got the 10K giveaway. Once I get to 10K, we're doing the half-ounce giveaway with King George. So shout out to King George. I brought some. I'm supposed to dab that. I definitely forgot about that right now.
Oh yeah, we definitely we got lit today on a Saturday, but it is Labor Day weekend, so everybody make sure you check out what is it? What's the Instagram?
Yeah, just follow me at Chiroglyphics, and then yeah, just hang out.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that tuned in. Thank you to all those people that donated. Make sure you message me and like a screenshot of something in your donation and your screen name on there so I could go ahead and hook you guys up. Also, make sure you go to flavorsbyezone.com or highandhungry.shop. So you can go ahead and check out the new drop of candles. There's also a flyer that on the High Hungry TV page that lets you know the discount code for Labor Day weekend and the Labor Day weekend sale. And to everybody that's been following me on Ezone the Firm, shout out to you guys, 50K, and I get that tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Now, Skinny Pablo, what about you?
Oh my God. We got a bunch of shit. I don't know why you're ending the show right now. We got like Towers 187. He's asking questions. Yo, Skinny, you ever watched Knights of the Zodiac?
We already asked that.
Saint Zayed.
And
No,
you
I
said-
never fucking watched that shit.
You just answered that. But,
Did I answer it?
Yes, you did.
I didn't answer it, man. Fucking, that's bullshit. I didn't answer it.
This is the Pauly Shore episode for us, and we don't smoke the same podcast here.
Oh my God.
Uh,
That Pauly Shore episode was fucking crazy.
Makes-
Of church, if you guys know.
Make sure you check out skinnypablo.com and follow him at Skinny Pablo, Morning Shot Films, and we'll be back next fucking week. Make sure you hit us with a subscribe, a rate, and review. And shout out to everybody that tuned in here on this crazy day, despite even though Eddie was not here, eh? But we'll see you guys next week, all right?
Cairo loves you.
Shout out to Pwners Kill Trolls for the 99-cent donation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you for the donation.
All right.
That's it. Bless up. Peace out.
What's up? Let me know when we're off.